everyone! I'm pleased to take part in this outstanding event and welcome all participants of the FTTH conference. To my deep regret, I cannot participate personally due to the hostile, inhuman and brutal Russian invasion of my country. Before this terrible war, Ukrtelecom, as the leading and one of the largest fixed telco in Ukraine, was fully focused on bridging the digital divide in our country. It was completely in line with our President Volodymyr Zelensky's target to make Ukraine one of the world's leading digital democracies. During just 2.5 years before the war, our company has successfully implemented several large-scale fiber rollout projects. The key ones among them are GPON swap projects that are targeted to a legacy copper infrastructure replacement. As a result, our customers have gained a new internet experience via ultra-fast fiber connections. The second fundamental type of the projects are so-called greenfield, ones that are devoted to GPON rollout where the fixed internet coverage wasn't available at all. We expanded the geography of FTTH connectivity in all the regions of Ukraine. Every year, we build thousands of kilometers of fiber optic lines and bring connectivity to the millions of Ukrainians. In 2021 alone, we have built the record 13,700 kilometers of fiber optic lines, significantly extended our network. We went deep to the rural Ukraine, where the extended fiber broadband connectivity to more than 500 small towns and villages. We have connected to fiber broadband 3.7 thousand social infrastructure facilities, including nearly 600 medical offices and 800 schools. Owing to Ukrtelecom, last year 160 communities have been covered by our fiber network. As a result of all mentioned, we end up totally with 4.5 million people covered by our recently deployed fiber optic network. This is all what I, as a CEO of Ukrtelecom, would have be happy to talk with you on that occasion before the February 24th, 2022. As you are all aware, in the early morning hours of February the 24th, we found ourselves in the new reality of a full-scale, brutal war of Russia against Ukraine. From that time, the words critical national infrastructure have gained the real meaning for Ukrainian telcos. Since then, we have been seeking for an answer to the same questions over and over again. Do we still have connectivity? Are we going to stay connected? And the firm yes to both of them is now absolutely vital to our victory. At the critical part of Ukrainian national telecom infrastructure, our network is relied upon by the Ukrainian military forces, our state agencies, banks, operating businesses, and all Ukrainians. In wartime, staying connected is a basic human need, and we feel our responsibility to ensure it is satisfied. Our sensitivity to the absence of connection has grown multifold. At this very moment, thousands of our employees, together with our colleagues from other telcos, are standing as one to keep our people, businesses, and institutions connected. Each day, our fellow heroes set off the damaged network segments and repair cables in blasting craters. sometimes under sounds of explosions and gunfire. Owing to their work, the critical infrastructure of Ukrtelecom and its backbone network is in operation with 85% of regional nodes functioning. Our employees have shown an undeniable commitment to this mission, and I share one out of dozens examples. One of our network engineers in Mykolaiv region on the south of the country, whose house was destroyed by shelling while he and his family were hiding in the bomb shelter. And right after he saw the devastation caused by the enemy to his own home, the first thing he did was to get to the network node and start the digital generator as soon as possible to power equipment and let people to connect with emergency services and their families. One of the important things we found out during this terrible wartime is the unity among all key telcos in Ukraine. At 5 a.m. on February 24th, all of us became one. No space left for words, competition, market share. They were eliminated from our daily corporate vocabulary. We are all united by one mission: to keep our military forces, social institutions and people connected, whatever it takes. I also would like to say that we have not entered this war unprepared. In 2014, Russia annexed Crimea and started its hybrid warfare in the Donbas region, in eastern part of Ukraine. This gave us an opportunity to gain wartime management experience when we were forced to reconfigure our network operation, having lost chunks of infrastructure to the war zone. So-called authorities of Crimea, Donetsk and Lugansk made us stop our business operations and services in the occupied territories. Later, our stolen equipment were used by the pirates' internet service providers, such as Phoenix, Ukrtelecom, Ukrtelecom. Today, we face and witness even more brutal behavior. In the beginning of May, Russian troops destroyed the backbone line on the south of the country and rerouted part of the internet traffic in the occupied Kherson region to the Russian-managed infrastructure. I am absolutely sure it was not possible without involvement of Russian operators. Owing to Ukrainian armed forces, we managed to restore our connection in the region. The State Special Communication Service of Ukraine is appealing to the International Telecommunication Unit regarding this incident. Russian mobile operators, including Ukrtelecom, playing up to the aggressive military goals of their government. They openly violate the rules and standards for interconnection and traffic routing established by the ITU and the European regulators. Moreover, the Russian operators brutally ignore the rules for using IPX number resources set for global internet services. All involved Russian operators rudely challenge the entire global and European telecom community. Having experienced this challenge and its destructive power, we at Ukrtelecom are absolutely convinced that there can be only one response to such brutal actions: to impose the tough sanctions against Russian operators and their isolation from the global telecom community. Even more, I strongly believe we need to complete embargo on commercial and technological relations with these companies. In opposite to our attitude to Russians, we deeply appreciate technical and humanitarian aid of our European partners. Orange Polska, British Telecom Global, Ukrtel and the rest are helping us to withstand the unprovoked, unequal military aggression. As the representative of Ukrainian telco community, I deeply appreciate all the actions taken by the international colleagues at European Union, Body of European Regulators for Electronic Communications, the European Commission, and all the other committed organizations. Yet I am once again calling to all the decision makers and the honored guests to consider any actions possible to suppress the ability of the aggressor to work in our common telecom space. I urge colleagues to consider the international embargo on Russian telcos, who are behaving just as military pirates on Ukrainian territory. We must heavily protect our common information space and isolate European telcos community from piracy and propaganda content of Russian operators. At the end of my speech, I'd like to state that we continue to fight for our land, our future, our opportunity to share European values and common communications. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I do believe that one of the next FTTH conferences will take place in Kyiv after inevitable victory of Ukraine.